Boom. Boom. Learning how to be movie stars.
All right, that's a cool. It's a cool.
I have a friend that used to always say that all this bad stuff always happens to him. Mm-hmm. Well, he's saying that bad stuff always happens to him, so that's
right.
That's one of the reasons why. But he creates it. He created it because he was so negative and just saying bad stuff all the time to everyone. So people would respond poorly to him, and he would take the responding poorly as just people are just responding poorly to him.
And people suck, and then because people suck, he treats them poorly. It's the cycle.
It's the worst cycle.
The negativity cycle.
Yeah. And so I would super encourage everybody to think about it and really I think every day we just need to go above and beyond for each other.
Yeah.
And not to do it to get a great response back, but to do it as a practice, and you will get a great response back.
Yeah. Oh, it'll come back, and just doing some kind thing,
Yep.
random acts of kindness.
Yep.
There's the bumper sticker for a reason.
Yep. And I think it's easy sometimes with a teleteam that's not in the office with you to kind of dehumanize them, and that really makes me sad, and I get angry at those that do that, because it's like, dude, these are people,
right,
it's kind of
they're working all night long, right, through the night. They have kids. A lot of them aren't married and have kids, and it's a tough situation. I mean, and now with the Rona over there, they can't even leave the house,
right. It's crazy.
And so we launched it at a good time last year, right? We actually have created a lot of opportunity, and we pay them more, which is than they would make anywhere else,
right?
And so I think it's really cool that we're doing that, and we need to make sure that that everybody that has them takes good care of them. Totally,
yeah, and I think that you can even say, how people use barriers as an excuse to be able to kind of let loose a little bit more with lashing out. I mean, you see it on the phone all the time, right? Yeah. Or in emails on the internet,
how about the comment sections of an article?
Yeah, exactly. So people, the further removed it is, the easier it is for us to lash out and it be okay, but it's not okay.
No. And the more that you do that, I think the greater of a scarcity mindset you have, and just things don't go right.
It creates negativity.
I have a challenge.
Ooh.
And this is due 1 week from today.
Okay.
And I'm going to do it. And will you do it?
I will do.
And you don't even know what it is.
Maybe I won't. I don't know.
You have to do one random act of kindness, and you have to tell it back. So you go to Starbucks and buy a coffee for the person in back of you, or the person in front of you, and you can't gauge it and say, well, are they going to be $40? Are they going to be $3? Just get it.
Okay.
Or whatever. Pay for somebody's, who knows? Do something nice where you otherwise may have not done anything, or may have responded poorly.
Right.
Because you got to bring awareness to it first. Somebody cuts you off and like this. I used to get super pissed off driving. And I noticed my wife does still. I don't. I'm like, what does it matter, right? If somebody cuts me off, maybe
they're going to.
It's going to happen. Maybe they're in a hurry, but it doesn't mean that they're a jerk. It's just whatever. That happened right then, big deal.
My mom's going to kill me because she sometimes listens to this, but...
Oh, no.
I maybe shouldn't have said my mom.
You mean you're a friend of yours.
But she got upset because a company did something that, how do I say this? So the company, the trash man did something and let some animals out of her backyard, right? So she called them to let them know, because she was worried about other people. Hey man, you let these animals out, people can get hurt and stuff.
What,
right?
Does she have lions or something?
She has a couple horses.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so the horses got out. So she was concerned about, dude, if a car runs into a horse, they're gonna.
It's like hitting a car.
Yeah, it's like hitting a car. So she was worried about them, and the person on the phone. Do you think they cared?
No.
So the person on the phone was pretty funny. They're like, "So do you want to file a complaint or not?" Like those are it was just A or B, because to them, they're showing up to work. They hear crap all the time on the phone.
Yeah.
And they're just like A or B. And my mom was like, well, it doesn't seem like you care. And it's like, of course, like that person doesn't care because that person's kind of in robot mode. You can't expect everybody to care, but nobody,
you can't expect them to care, but and you can't control whether they care or not, but you can be empathetic in that situation.
I almost avoid doing that for myself on bad experiences because it's like, it's not going to get to the people that it needs to. It's a waste of my time. Mm-hmm. So I generally don't do that because I don't want to get irritated because I know what's going to happen, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like the expectation going into it. With driving, you know people are going to cut you off. You just expect it. It's no big deal. Somebody's, probably late getting home and their wife's going to yell
or they'll honk at you and you didn't do anything, but they're just pissed because somebody yelled at them, and I was going to say because their wife yelled at them, but that's just because it's my experience so often. Not everybody else's, and not all the wives. Oh, and I put myself in that situation, so it's not her, it's me. See, I'll take responsibility. But
it's so good.
At the end of the day, you can create a ripple effect through being kind. Or you can just create the downward spiral for somebody else by meeting them. If somebody comes at you, I mean, just go the other way. It's not worth it.
Right.
Or just say, hey, you know what? Sounds like you're having a bad day.
That'll go over well. Yeah, try that on your wife.
No, I tried something else last week, which I can't talk about. But that didn't work. That didn't work out well.
Okay, so
it's a constant learning, though.
One random act of kindness
this is your homework
this week.
And if you email us with that, you can send a message to dudes at theidudes.com.
Dudes.
It'll go to both of us. If you send us that, the first, how many? 5?
I don't care.
First 5?
Sure.
First 5 will get a dude's t-shirt. Or a dudette.
Or dudette.
And I bet you we'll be sending all dudette shirts out because the dudettes are much nicer.
Except.
No, that's
all right,
me.
that's a coffee.
It's a coffee talk.